Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Sacktown Pete back with another video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. And I'm going to go and get started with this video. Actually, before I start, a little disclaimer here. This is just going to be a personal take. This is nothing that's being reported from both teams. This is just my personal take and why I think this would make sense for both teams. And financially, it would make sense for both teams. So let me go ahead and get started with my take. So I just want to start off with my previous video, Buddy Hield video, that I talked about the rumor that he's not happy with the coming off the bench and he may request for a trade in the offseason. So factoring that in, thinking about this leak that's reporting about Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell's relationship being unrepairable, and there's a rift between them two due to the spread of the virus. I don't know if Gobert spread it to him or vice versa, or hey, maybe they could have got this virus from somebody outside of the organization and the team. But anyways, if the Jazz have to choose between one, if the relationship is unrepairable and if there is a real rift between the two, I think that they should choose Rudy Gobert to keep him and trade Donovan Mitchell and to the Sacramento Kings for Buddy Hield. And why I say that is because for the Utah Jazz perspective, uh, Rudy Gobert is an all-time, all-defensive player, and that's his strength. And he's a big defensive player, and those are kind of hard to find in today's league. He does a lot defensively, and he wins them games defensively. And obviously, Donovan Mitchell is a stud. He's a star, and he's won them games as well. But I think that it would make sense to get rid of Mitchell for them because they would have to pay Donovan Mitchell a max. Whereas if they trade for if we decide to trade Buddy Hield to them for Donovan Mitchell, Buddy Hield's already locked in the next 4 years at 86 or $90 million. That's not max money. It's obviously close to a max, but it's not max money. And I think that financially that would just help the Utah Jazz a lot, and they wouldn't have to cough the max to give Donovan Mitchell, and they can keep Rudy Gobert, their all defender, and they can add in a shooting guard like Buddy Hield, who can get them 18 to 20 points a game and is a 3-point sniper. Now, for the Kings' perspective, why I say Donovan Mitchell is because, man, he's a stud. He's just a bona fide star. And with him, you put him aside with De'Aaron Fox, you have arguably one of the best backcourts in the NBA. And alongside, you include Marvin Bagley and Rashad Holmes and Bogdan Bogdanovic with the De'Aaron Fox and Donovan Mitchell. That's a stud starting five. That would be a heck of a lineup. And I think that personally, it would cost probably Buddy Hield and maybe a couple of draft picks, maybe a future first, and maybe a filler. So I would say I would throw in a filler like Harrison Barnes in the deal. I think that's enough to get it done. That's my take. And I think that for the Kings, financially wise, it's going to cost them a lot, probably in the long run. But anytime you can get a chance to get a star-studded talent like Donovan Mitchell, you got to pull the trigger. You got to take a risk of getting it. And I think that if they do take a risk, if they were to trade for him, I think he would be sure that he would be willing to stay here long term. And the reason why I say that is because he has a connection with De'Aaron Fox. They were both drafted the same year, and on top of that, off the court, they're great friends. They're always streaming video games together. They're always on that Call of Duty together, and I think that they would be a legit teammates. They would be a legit. That chemistry would just be off the charts off the court as it already is off the court. And not only that's not the reason why he would stay long term, and I think that he would just see the team's future and vision. I think you got another stud, upcoming stud in Marvin Bagley. When he's healthy, he's a beast and he's a stud. And I think that he's going to prove that if and when the season resumes, or if and when the next season starts. So that's my take on this, guys. Let me know what you guys think. If you're new to my channel, please hit the like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And once again, let me reiterate that this is my personal take and opinion. Nothing's been reported. It has been reported that there's a rift between Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell, but this is why I'm making that video. So if you watch my last video, my last Sacktown Pete video, it's basically I was debunking the rumor, or not debunking, but talking about the rumor about um, Buddy Hield not wanting to come off the bench and is not happy and may request a trade in the offseason. So if you're seeing the Utah Jazz and that's what's going on in Utah with Gobert and Mitchell. And hey, financially, it would make sense for both teams. Why not? I would be open to trading Buddy Hield if it's true that he wants out and doesn't want to come off the bench and he wants a trade. So, Buddy, I love you, man, but I gotta throw you in the mix if you're not happy with this or if that's what's been reported. So I we'll see what happens. It's the off season, but eventually, it's gonna. I don't know. We're gonna find out if the season is for sure canceled. I think we won't have a decision until like the first week of May. But there's a lot of money, a lot of investment, a lot of emotions, a lot of money involved, and I think the NBA will make the right decision. If it does get canceled, it sucks because obviously we want to see our team play, and it sucks. So, but it's better safe than sorry. Safety always comes first. And man, I just the thought of acquiring Donovan Mitchell for Buddy Hield and the filler, and future first round pick, or even I'll throw in the second round pick as well. I would I would be all for it, guys. I don't want to give up the farm for Donovan Mitchell, but I think that what I mentioned before, I think that could be a good package, and I think that financially it can make sense for the Utah Jazz, and they don't got to pay max money. So Buddy Hield's locked in the next 4 years. You can get in the fill. You can have our filler like a Harrison Barnes, and you can have a future draft pick and a future second round pick. So, and for the Kings, we get our star-studded backcourt with Fox and Mitchell, and to go with Bagley, Holmes, and Bogdanovich. That would be a legit team. That would be an instant playoff team, in my opinion. And as well as we keep the core players off the bench as well, and Bazemore, Giles, and rest of the bench. So that's gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. I hope everyone is safe, and most importantly, I hope everyone is staying inside through these tough times. We'll get through this, and I will catch you guys in my next video. All right, guys, take care. God bless, and peace.